And this is a defensive move because people will think they're going to help turn it off. And when they do that, and then same thing on like a press and hold set, press and hold left. Sorry, how you know. So that's how you do it. And then you also know I recommend it because all the other things out there
yeah, with the slide. It's the same stuff.
That is always being up and modded up higher than anything else because people do this with the microphone. This isn't one of them. But like, so it needs to be higher just because on average it's going to cause you hear it also means like as far as like that microphone if somebody starts walking around or pointing at different things. Hello. I think we should do that. Urban Elson is top of it, but you have to kind of pull it through and then also the bottom. You want to tuck it or just go behind? Just go behind. There's enough room. There's enough room
Hello, good morning. Check, check.
Perfect. Thank you. I've got one paranoid enough that I will, even if I don't unmute it, I'll talk to it. Make sure. Make sure that I'm getting some of this world space. Here is
Just now that Aaron's alone in solo, and have Allison too. We never have that. Now, and now,
but so
there's two of them.
so when they play,
Oh, you can test it, right?
no, we already started.
Oh, no.
Do that? Yeah, I can see that. I'm like driving backwards and trying to bring it. Anyway, when they are getting audio, see right now we're getting audio from that because it's the possibility. So, but you'll know when you're getting audio from them that's bouncing. It's not bouncing.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Bill. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity in Orange County. How are you doing today? So nice to see you here. Thank you for keeping your appointment with us this morning. My hands are full today. I don't know what that's about. We like to get our vibration going together by singing. So if you would please stand and sing with me. Spirit is in this place. The words will be on the screen. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof and shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Oh, you guys sound wonderful. Just a reminder, choir is coming soon, and you're all hired next week, November 1st on Saturday. Before you're seated, take a second. Let's welcome a neighbor with a warm Unity greeting.
I have. I just went to Seattle for a gaming convention. So, but we'll be kind of outside of that. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. A little nerve-wracking. I was telling Anne, she's like, I don't have any stakes in the technical moving. I have a little sympathetic business. I know, I love it.
All right. As we return to our seats, let's say hi to Shanice. Hi, Shanice.
Hello, everyone. Woo-hoo. Good morning, Unity of Orange County. Oh, here we are. It's almost Halloween. Yay! So welcome to Unity of Orange County. And for those who are watching us on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe and follow us. And if you're ever in the area, please stop by. We'd love to see your face. So we always like to start our service by affirming our prayer for our church, our vision, and our mission statement. So let's begin with a prayer for our church. God is our strength, our source, our substance, and our supply. We open our mind to divine ideas, and we are grateful for the flow of good in our ministries. And our vision statement, we are love, honoring the divine in all. And our mission statement, we awaken, inspire, and transform lives through loving kindness, education, and service. Indeed. And at this time, we'd like to thank those who helped us make this service possible. Our fabulous music director, Tom Keys. On keyboard, and our choir director, and so much more, our own Bill Wolf. John Harnack is on the camera today. Waverly is streaming. Our trustee today is our Sergeant of Peace, Howard. Our greeters were Rosemary and Jim. Thank you so much. And our hospitality is being provided today by Sandy and Bill. Where are you, Sandy? I want to wave at you. Yay, there you are. So used to seeing you in the front row. All right. And today, for Sunday, October 26th, we have our beloved speaker, Rev Ken. Oh, we need some Rev Ken right now, don't we? And his talk title is Peace and Re-Peace.
No, it's trick or truth.
Oh, just kidding. Ha ha. Oh, all right, I love it. All right, the hobgoblin has stolen it away. And be ready. It is trick or truth. All right. I'm so excited. I have my little treat bag ready. And so for announcements, we have a lot going on in our community. So please become a part of it. We have so many wonderful offerings. And the first one, as we heard from Tom, our first choir rehearsal starts next Saturday, just kidding, see, trick or treat, November 1st at 10 o'clock here. So come on Saturday next week if you want to be a part of our choir. There will be rehearsals Sunday, November 9th, Sunday, November 16th, and there will be a performance on Sunday, November 23rd for Friendsgiving. And also, we have our 90 days of gratitude that we have been practicing. We are in week 4, and it's gratitude for success and purpose. And so our quote for today is, prosperity is not just having things. It is the consciousness of abundance and the assuredness that all needs are met. And that was from Eric Butterworth. Pick up your packet if you don't have it so you can follow along with our gratitude practice. And a very new initiative at Unity of Orange County starts Sunday, November 9th with our very own Barbara Lovejoy. We will be having Introduction to Qigong, for Vibrant Health and Happiness. It's going to start Sunday, November 9th at 11:30 to 12:30 here. Wave to Barbara, everyone.
I hope you can join us. It's free.
Yay! So excited for her sharing this gift. And Reverend Ken will be doing a circle of connection in the rehearsal room today from 11:30 to 12:30 if you want to deepen our understanding and discussion. And our Advent workshop is coming up Saturday, November 29th, based on this Unity Advent booklet, With Love at Christmas. We will be meeting from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and we will be serving an amazing lunch. The workshop will be led by Reverend Angie and Shanice, and a suggested love offering for our workshop is $55, but there will be scholarships if you need it. So, all are welcome. And lastly, our Wednesday Circle of Connection is starting a new book group Wednesday, November 5th from 6:30 to 8:30 on Zoom, Pacific Standard Time. And the book is The Tears of Things, Prophetic Wisdom for an Age of Outrage by Richard Rohr. Richard Rohr and our book groups are amazing. So please see Diane or go to our website for more information. And lastly, Friendsgiving will be November 23rd. We're going to have a potluck following our service on that Sunday. So please join us. And lastly, we are still searching for that right and perfect minister. And our permanent part-time minister search is being led by Tina Magnuson, Waverly Reed, and Joseph Meyer. We're offering a part-time ministerial role that will include most of the time working from home, and our community is such a beautiful, loving community, and we hope to find someone to guide us in continuing to thrive as our ministry does. So let's say our affirmation together for our ministry search. Centered in Christ consciousness, we are guided to our right and perfect minister, as they are guided to us. Indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shanice. All right, well, there's a bit of a switcheroo that's happened today. But surprise, I tricked you, because I picked the music that it's going to work magically. So this happens sometimes where, when you get up to speak, there's a different talk that's coming. And we're going to trust that the divine influence got into my head and said, pick something a little bit more generic. And I'm sure it'll be fine. This is actually a wonderful piece about basically being one with God, which I feel like that's going to always work. So this is by Denise Rozier. I love with the heart of God within me. I sing with the voice of God within me. I rest in the peace of God within me. Everything praises God within me. I know with the mind of God within me. I pray with the faith of God within me. I trust in the power of God within me. Everything praises God within me. I am a safe and loving place, born of beauty and amazing grace. I laugh with the joy of God within me. I shine with the light of God within me. I am who I am 'cause of God God within me. Everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God within me. Everything, everything praises God. Oh, everything, everything praises God. Everything, everything praises God within me. I just love that song. It's such a beautiful song. All right, it is time for us to get ready for our daily word and meditation. And we do that by singing an affirmation together. So if you're comfortable, feet flat on the floor, sit in your chair comfortably. And I want you, as you sing these words, I want you to internalize them. Get them ready so when you have your time of silence, you can be in this space. And it's in the silence. Here we go. In the silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence your path is paved in gold and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there, truth is there, God is there. And let's welcome Rev Ken to the platform.
And I do believe that the music is definitely in divine order. As you hear the message, those ideas that Tom and Bill presented to us are going to really fit. So I'd like to take a moment now and light our Christ candle. And as I light this candle, as you witness the flame, I want you to consider that Christ light in you, that light that illumines the shadows that you may be going through in your life, that light that is the true essence of you. And as we can illumine ourselves and see that light within ourselves, we can shine that light so that others may recognize that light in themselves, and we recognize that in each other. So we light this light now, recognizing that divine truth of who we are, beyond all the labels, beyond all the things, beyond all the stuff, the true essence of what and who we are. And in that light, we just illumine this prayer box right now, that light of faith, that light of hope with each and every prayer that is put into this box, knowing that God is at work, knowing the truth that God is good and good is working throughout each and every prayer request we have to bring healing, to bring wholeness, to bring prosperity, to bring forgiveness, to bring love, compassion, all those things that are of the divine. We give thanks for what is occurring right in this moment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, God. Amen. Well, our daily word today is discover. And I started thinking about the word because it reminded me of I was thinking of a lawyer, when they file discovery, right? They go and they look into their clients or the other person's stuff, you get to go through each other's stuff. And so today we're going to go through our stuff. We're going to do some discovery. And our affirmation for today is, as I discover I learn and grow. Let's say that together. As I discover, I learn and I grow. Amen. Well, our daily word for today, Sunday, October 26th, 2025 is, my life is a journey of discovery. Over the years, I may have traveled to other lands, discovering new cultures and landscapes. But through my explorations, I've learned all kinds of things and grown in all kinds of ways. My spiritual life has been a journey of discovery as well. Through my spiritual practice, I've deepened my understanding of God and myself as a spiritual being. I've discovered new landscapes within myself as I have communed with God in prayer and have changed my life through the power of my thinking. As long as I live, I will find more to discover. Questioning, learning, and growing help me discover. They help me discover the wonders within and all around me. And our verse for today comes from Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3. It says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known." And so with these words and with these ideas, we're going to take this into a short period of meditation. So I invite you now to get comfortable in your seats if you haven't done so already. Maybe wiggle around a little bit, shake off the morning, all the stuff that it took to get here, the traveling, the thinking, the planning, whatever you're going through throughout the week. I invite you to close your eyes if you feel called. And we'll connect with our breath. Just breathing a nice, easy breath in, holding it for a moment, and letting it out. Maybe a little sigh to accompany it. We take another deeper breath in this time, breathing in, nice and relaxed, holding it for a moment, and letting it out. And we just continue breathing on, syncing up with that nice divine rhythm. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And as we breathe in with each breath and breathe out, we let our thoughts dissipate, just like the morning fog. And we let that light of illumination, that bright sunlight, we hold our focus on that. This is our true nature, the light within us. That light that dissipates the shadows of our own thinking, of our own beliefs that don't serve us. You feel the warmth of that light, the energy of that light. You feel it move throughout your body, through your feet, through your legs, through your stomach and chest, moving out through your head, illuminating what needs to be shown. Maybe it's a problem you're struggling with. Maybe it's a relationship you're having difficulties with. Maybe it's your health. And so we just now focus on that light and let it illumine. Let it show us what is ours to do. What is the very next step? This light is the truth of who we are. And so now we take this, focusing on this light and its wisdom, for a few moments now into a period of silence. Into silence, into silence. And as we begin to come out of the silence into a period of brief musical reflection, I invite you to hold this affirmation with you. I am ready and willing to live in the realm of God's truth that I am a divine and perfect creation. I am one with life, health, abundance, vitality, love, wisdom, despite any appearance in my life to the contrary. And so we take this now into a short period of reflection. That was so beautiful piece, Bill. Thank you so much. I really needed that. Is that a singing bowl? That was like really good. It sounded like I thought somebody was playing a singing bowl for a minute. Well, good morning, everybody. Isn't it always nice to start the day out like that? Oh, I wish I could start out just like that every morning with Bill playing piano in my living room, just letting me bliss off for a while before I get the day started. But thank you so much again. I love your music.
Apologies, that's not us, by the way.
Oh, it's not?
Go see if I can get to the bottom of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll continue. We won't let it. All is working in divine order today, folks. And that's what I love about, when we come to church, it looks like chaos, but really there's an order, and Spirit comes in and just makes everything work. And I've never completely out of awe of that. Well, Halloween is coming up next week, as you may have heard. And I remember kids, coming to the door as a kid, when I used to go, and we'd run to every house and yell, trick or treat, trick or treat. And of course, the premise being that, if they didn't give you a treat, you would give them some kind of a trick. I never did that. Toilet paper was a lot cheaper then. But the talk I had is a play on that. It's trick or truth. So we're going to look into that today. But I found something interesting, looking over the internet about the history of Halloween. I was kind of curious. And it was like over 2,000 years ago in Celtic society, people celebrated this thing called Samhain. And it was it was a feast and a festival marking the end of the harvest and the start of a new year. They believed at this time period that spirits roamed the earth at night. Some were friendly, and some were not so friendly. And they wore disguises to blend in and avoid harm. The people did, because they were scared of these spirits, so they thought, well, if we dressed up as scary things, they wouldn't recognize us. So they wore these disguises to avoid harm, and that practice involved a thing called guising. And then it turned into a thing called souling, and eventually trick-or-treating. So today, people still dress up as something. We want to dress up as something we're not. Maybe we're ghosts or goblins. Maybe we dress up as superheroes or even celebrities. And we do this in life, too. We sometimes mask our true selves behind disguises, through roles we adopt, or fears, or false beliefs, or false appearances. We wear the costume of imitation, lack, or fear, or separation. And just like Halloween, these appearances can seem pretty frightening until we realize they're only costumes, temporary disguises, and they cannot hide that divine light that's within us. Jesus said in John chapter 8, verse 32, and this comes from the World English Bible, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Oh, none of us, we've all heard that statement before, so even if we haven't read the Bible in a long time, it's something we all know. But it's so powerful, it's so simple, and yet so impactful. And this is the pivot point of our spiritual journey. You will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Life constantly asks us, are we being tricked by appearances or living from that truth of spirit, the truth of who we are? So today we're moving from trick or treat, which is a life of reaction, to trick or truth, a life of realization. Because when we cooperate with the truth of God, we don't just get candy, we receive spiritual freedom. The freedom that comes with peace and the sweet treats of divine understanding. So what is truth? We always hear it. What is truth? The truth to you may not be the truth to me, but there is a truth that supersedes all that. We swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And truth be told, nothing can be further from the naked truth in a moment of truth, and that's the truth of the matter. But we're talking about truth and unity. We talk about truth with a capital T. A capital T. And this isn't just a collection of facts or opinions or beliefs. Webster defines the capitalized T truth as a transcendent or fundamental spiritual reality. So this is the ideal we'll be working with today. From Unity's revealing word, truth is the absolute, that which accords God as divine principle, that which eternally is. The verities of being are eternal and have always existed. Truth is the unchanging reality of God, divine principle in action. Anything that acknowledges, verifies, supports, or expresses divine ideas is called truth. So there's two aspects to this truth. We have what's called on the outer, the relative, and this is the world of appearances. This is the world we live in, the appearances and change or perception, the building we're in, the things we have, the things we see around us, the human stuff. And then there's this deeper realm called absolute. Absolute is the unchanging spiritual reality. It's the goodness of God omnipresent. It's the all in all. And so when we mistake the relative appearances we live in or exist in, if we mistake that for ultimate truth, we're tricked. We're tricked. But when we lift our consciousness to the absolute realm, when we go within, we can discover freedom. And just like Halloween, life invites us to look between those masks, beneath those masks. We may wear the mask of fear, believing we're powerless. The mask of lack, which believing we don't have enough. The mask of unworthiness, believing we're not enough. I've had a few of those masks, and they're pretty scary at times. But the truth is, we are divine and perfect creations, expressions of God's life, love, and wisdom. Say that with me once. We'll put the I instead of the we. Ready? I am a divine and perfect creation. I I am an expression of God's life, love, and wisdom. Yes. Myrtle Fillmore stated, you do not have a problem except the one that is in your own mind. And you put it there. Thanks, Myrtle. She just loves to call me out. She also adds, know the truth about yourself and all others. What is that? That you are free, whole, strong, and wise, and you will see it demonstrated. So when we remove these masks, those ones we stated or even unstated, we remove those false beliefs, we begin to live from the freedom of divine truth. So this divine truth, it comes with a thing we have to do called discernment. Wisdom. One of our 12 powers is judgment. That ability to discern the relative truth from the absolute truth. Because sometimes we're anchored in our truth, but it's not of spirit, right? Oh, I know that. That's my truth. I know better than that. That's the way it is. We hear a lot about facts these days, right? Well, that's the facts. I read it on the internet. It said it on Facebook. It's got to be true. That's why I'm going to share it with everybody, because it's the truth. But it's not the truth. We have to look beyond that. It's all in the relative. And it can be tricky sometimes. Discerning truth is not about denial. It's about deeper perception. H. Emily Cady, Dr. Cady, reminds us in Lessons of Truth that there is a power within you that can remake your life from within outward if you will simply turn your attention to it. So that means our spiritual work is not to fix the appearances, to not try and fix people, but to see through them, to behold the presence of God everywhere. And if you get nothing else from this talk, nothing else, it all just goes, or you forget it down the road, please remember that. The presence of God is everywhere in everything, in and all. When fear says, I can't, the divine truth in you whispers, God through me can. When the world says, there's not enough, truth proclaims, I live in infinite abundance. So we shift from being tricked by illusion to being transformed by our insight. So today I'm going to give you 4 steps into living the truth and discovering, as our daily word said, discovering your truth. Are you ready for those steps? Yes. I made it very easy for you to remember. I created a little acronym called PATH. P-A-T-H, PATH. And this is your pathway, from the relative, that relative existence we're all sitting in or living in, to that absolute essence. Path. So the P stands for pause and perceive. So when you're confronted with a fear or limitation or error belief, simply pause. You can even press the pause button. You know, we all have a pause button on here, right? I learned that in a couples group one time. There were a bunch of couples around, and the husband wanted to say something, and his wife was trying to share the story over him, and he simply pushed pause. And she paused for a minute. But we can push that pause on ourselves, too. It only works once, too. So, again, push pause. Simply pause. Ask yourself, what is really true here? What is really true here? And taking that statement, God is in all of all. What is the truth behind this? Is it just what I'm seeing or reacting to? Or can I see beyond the appearances? Can I see beyond my emotions or what's going on or my stuff or my triggers? Can I look beyond that and see that there's something at work? There's some kind of seed of good at work. Remember, beneath the storm, the ocean is always still. So we can find that place. We can take our little dive mask and go beneath the storm and be in that stillness. The second letter in our acronym of PATH is the A. A stands for absolutely affirm. Absolutely affirm. We're going to affirm in the absolute. These are affirmations of truth. I'm sure we've heard a few of these. God is my source. I am whole and complete. Those are a couple examples. And as Fillmore said, words are seeds, and when dropped in the invisible substance, they grow and bring forth of their kind. So as we learn in unity, right, our thoughts and our words, they can affect our reality. That's our third principle of unity. Moving on to the S. Oh, T. You know what? I really screwed this up. We're going to go PASA. I had some kind of clever thing, and oh, right, I know. That was the trick. We'll just roll with it. Silence, that's the idea. Silence! Truth isn't found in the outer noise around us, but the inner stillness. In the silence, the masks fall away, and we touch the pure awareness of our spirit. Eric Butterworth said, prayer is not to set life right, but to simply see life rightly. I'm going to read that again. Prayer is not to set life right, but to see life rightly. So again, we see that presence of spirit working through every situation. And lastly, this was supposed to be T. I really screwed this up. PASA. Or you can invent your own. Act from conscious oneness. Every thought and action we align with divine principle, and it manifests freedom. When you think truth, speak truth, and live truth, you become a living expression of the Christ mind. Speak truth, and live in the truth, you become a living expression of the Christ mind. And what is that truth? God is in us. God is in us and everything around us. God's presence is in everything. So when we speak from that truth, we think from that truth, we can begin to live that truth. So in conclusion, life will always continue to hand us tricks. Those illusions of fear, of lack, of limitation, of all those things, we call it error thinking. But when we stand in that light of truth, just like this candle, those tricks dissolve. We no longer fear the ghosts of our own creation, and we recognize the divine between every disguise, within our circumstances, within others, and most importantly, within ourselves. So today, there's a quote from Eric Butterworth that writes, "The truth is not something you can see, it's something you can be." So today we remove the masks, we lay down the disguises, and we see ourselves and one another as we truly are. Divine expressions of God's infinite love and wisdom. You are a divine expression of God's infinite love and wisdom. Say that with the I in front of it right now. I am a divine expression of God's infinite love and wisdom. You are. Psalm 119, verse 45 says, I will walk about in freedom, for I have sought out your precepts. So today when we know the truth, when we live the truth, when we walk in freedom of the truth, that, beloveds, is the sweetest treat of all. So let's take a moment and just close this out with a brief contemplation. I invite you to just take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment if you wish. And just imagine yourself removing a mask. It could be a mask of fear, a doubt, or limitation, a belief that doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe it's a label you've carried around or something. And then silently affirm, I am one with the infinite truth of God. I see beyond appearances, and I live in the light of divine reality. In this awareness, we are free, we are whole, and we are in the truth. And so it is. Thank you all. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Ken. Lots of I am today, and I am loving it. Thought I wasn't going to go there, but I did. It's fine. Thank you so much. And I'm pretty sure I'm having pasta later. At least that's kind of what I got. I loved it. Thank you very much for the talk. This is a song, this is kind of a companion to the Beatles' Let It Be. This is a more recent song, but it's really just talking about how you have these moments in your life and you can see the truth in them, or you can kind of let them bounce off of you. So hopefully encouraging you to see the truth. Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulders, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just imagine how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Let it slide, let your troubles fall behind you, let it shine until you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to, we'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All of my regrets will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate, yeah, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Yeah, they still remain. These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All right, it's time to welcome Shanice back to the platform. Hi, Shanice.
Wow, what a treat. Thank you, Rev Ken. Can we give him another round of applause? And I just love the way that we were tricked back into the realization of truth. I think it's important right now. Just loved it. So at this time, we'd like to practice the principle of giving and receiving. So if you do have an offering, and we give thanks, of course, for all of this talent, all of the time, all of this treasure of all of the love that just pours out into our community, and wherever you are, if you're here in the sanctuary, just invite you to hold your gift in your hand or any love or well wish as we say our offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We are grateful. So as we have the passing of the baskets, we just want to remind you that there are many ways that you can donate to Unity of Orange County, and our church is solely funded through these generous love donations. And your support is so appreciated to carry out all of our ministry. You can donate by texting to 77977, and the message is Unity of OC Give. You can go to our website. You can mail in a check. You can show up and serve. There's lots of ways you can give. And so as we're passing, are there any first-time visitors here? We always like to welcome first-time friends. Oh, how wonderful. We don't do this to embarrass you. We're not going to make you do a little dance or anything, but we do want to give you a blessing. Well, that's later. Join us for the Qigong. No. So wherever you're at, let's bless our new friends and let's bless each other. So here we go. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. Thank you. So it is. So Reverend Ken, as the baskets are coming forth, would you like to bless them for us? Take your time. Enjoy the trick-or-treat path, right?
Yep. And we just bless these gifts that were given out of love, that were given in faith. And we just know the truth behind that as we give, we receive in so many different ways. We give thanks for, in addition to these financial gifts, we give thanks to the many hands, the many hearts that went to bring this service together, knowing that these hearts that are nurtured will go out and bless our community in Orange, LA, San Diego, and the world at large. So we just give thanks right now, and we recognize the goodness of God that is working in each and every one of these. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Amen.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Reverend Ken, for being here. Thank you for everyone for tuning in, for waking back up to who we really are so we can carry this light back on our path, hold peace for ourselves, for each other, for our planet. Have a blessed week, and happy Halloween.
Thank you, Shanice. And as we wrap things up, let's stand and join hands as we sing our peace song and then our prayer for protection. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God, and the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. All together. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay!